Howdy! Before I begin this replay, I want to just tell you what deck I'm using, because it's a pretty weird deck. Um, I'm uh, playing a super large tier 1, basically. Basically, I thought I want to play every useful tier 1 card. And Scorched Earth, right. That's what I figured. I figured I want to play a huge tier 1, and then I want to get into a tier 2 with high power levels. And I figured that the tier 2 with high power levels that does the best aggressively is probably Bandits. So I figured I'm just going to gamble everything. We're going to go for winning tier 1 and then transition into tier 2. And Bandits really is terrible in defense. But in offense, if you got tons of power, you can basically drop a Rallying Banner. You can drop a ton of Dark Elf Assassins. You can drop a Phoenix. Oh, and my secret weapon, you can even drop Rogan Kale. And everything's going to die. Notice no Aura of Corruption, because again, I didn't want to play defense. I thought I need to take the initiative in tier 1 and keep going. And I thought this would help me improve my tier 1 skills, because my tier 1 skills are pretty poor compared to my other skills, probably. So anyway, now that you see my deck, let's enter the game. Alright, here we go. I am playing versus S4N, and I believe this is the replay I was just talking about, where it's gonna get a little crazy. So he's playing Nature. S4N, I believe, is not a player. He's trying a new deck, and I am trying my kind of crazy super big fire deck. So I really want to take this well, and I do take it, because Mortar is really strong against Nature. We've established that before. So I build that. He's going to probably try and attack me. I'm running around. I think I want to hit his Dryad. He's rooted me. So that puts him at a power disadvantage. It lets me erupt to kill the Dryad, and then I'll probably kill the Swiftclaw. Yep. And then I'll run away with my Sunstriders and spawn another Scavenger, I'd say. There we go. Probably try and pick off this Dryad. I did get one bite in, so he's going to be slow. He might escape though. Yeah, he escapes. So I should run away now. Nope. I'm still trying to do it. I could spawn a Sunstrider in the root to kill this. But Hurricane, oh, he wasn't in the root? Ah, okay, well, that's not good. Luckily, I do have the well up, and I decided to make a Fire Sworn to hit the Windweavers. Yeah, that was a good heal. Yeah, so things look okay. Having the well, I don't know. I really like having the well because that makes it so I don't have to put a ton of units on the field, because if you put a ton of units on the field, Nature is really, really good at rooting or hurricaning and killing them all. He made a Shaman, which I think I'm going to ignore for now. Yeah, trying to get that mixed unit composition so that he can't get 1 CC to just kill me with everything. Dazed Swiftclaw I don't really agree with, because that's going to get focused down pretty easily, and then it can be erupted because the Swiftclaw is like cheaper than an eruption. So Dazed Swiftclaws are not very good when you're fighting fire. Here's my Wrecker. I figured why not make him, because he is a better unit against Nature. I'm not people play Thugs a lot in fire. But if Nature and Frost was more common, I think people might play Wrecker more, just because it's not a useless card. Okay, but I did win the tier 1, I'd say, and I got the power from my power well. It looks like he's gonna run away and take a power well, but I think he is not sure if I'm gonna be able to kill him. One heal will save his Windweavers, so I've got to actually kill them. Okay, there we go. And it looks like I have established center control, so probably the coward that I am, instead of trying to rush, even though my tier 1 should be superior, I decided to just camp and try and take control of the whole map. So I figured this way, part of this is my normal habit, but yeah, this way I've got the power advantage, I've got the map advantage. He can't go tier 2. He's just going to be stuck there. And I'll have the option to go tier 2 whenever I want. And then rush him down. And yeah, so my deck doesn't scale past tier 2, but on the other hand, since I've got the map control, his deck doesn't scale past tier 1. So that's the situation it is right now. Most people would probably quit at this point, but S4N is trying hard, and he's doing a Dryad spam. And this is actually going to be surprisingly effective against me. I went to tier 2. Probably would have been... he's got the roots. Fortunately, these guys are at the back of the roots. And his Dryads are doing a pretty effective job at hitting me. Yeah, probably instead of going tier 2, what I should have done is just made a mortar here. But I'm trying to practice playing with fewer mortars than usual because I want to see how things will work with the nerf. Here's a Nightcrawler. Yeah, the Drake just dies so fast. So Aura of Corruption would work. I think Shadow Phoenix, but the problem is I need 2 Shadow Phoenixes. One's not going to do much. Yeah, I mean I could Erupt if I had Powerful Eruption. There we go. And I got a couple, but then he's healed back up. So his Dryads are surprisingly effective against me. They did drop my well. Overall, I have the power advantage though because I did have this well up for so long. But he's got a big tier 1 army. Now, if I had Aura of Corruption, this would be pretty easy. Unfortunately, I don't. I just have Shadow Phoenix and Lava Field. Not even a Nasty Surprise. So, what I think maybe I'm going to do is instead of attacking his army here, I think I'm going to just rush him up here. And then we can trade base. It's just such a weird game. Because just the way my deck is, I don't actually have something that can deal with his Dryad spam. Yeah, so I make a Rallying Banner. I might spam Dark Elves without considering that he can just Hurricane me. Yeah, that's going to drop for sure. There's Dark Elves. Yeah, that dropped. The Dryad spam, again, surprisingly effective. So I've only got the 2 units, but I can make more units, and I've got the Rallying Banner, so that's not nothing. The other problem is that he's bound a ton of power right here. So I'm going to be getting power faster. There we go, Wrecker. Wrecker actually has really good DPS. Sunder might have been better. Yeah, Sunder definitely would have been better. I just probably assumed that he had Amazon, although there's no reason to think that because he's got Swiftclaw. I think I was just in the mode of like, I've got to reach tier 1 cards, and maybe he's got to reach tier 1 card too. And the records did a more than adequate job. I mean, even 2 records has a higher DPS than Sunder by a lot. But I think with the Siege, Sunder still does more damage. Yeah. So that's that. Here's the mortar finally. It's like my only defense. And he's building his tier 1 again. Yep. So he should be spreading his units around, I'd say, in a big semicircle, trying to hit down my mortar. But he's not. There's the Wreckers, which are going to be very good against the Dryads. And I am now using my army to come attack him. Yeah, I decided not to go tier 2. I'm just going to try and defend in tier 1. You know, I've got a big tier 1, right? So I should use it. And he's at, like, tier 1/2. He's got his tier 1 back up again. But yeah. And I'm back down to tier 0, which is really scary. But I think this is going to drop, and he's got nothing he can do about it. Yeah. So now I can go tier 1 again. Had just enough power, And yeah, at the end of the day, I've got a monument and he doesn't. And I've got the 2L, so I have at least a little bit of income more than him. And I've taken more of his stuff, so my void should be higher than his. No, yeah, my void's higher than his, yeah. And actually, this is really funny. He basically has no power. So, yeah, there we go. He just got power to build his monument, and I've got Scorched Earth. So that card came in super handy. Yeah, so he had some stuff die, so now he's getting some back. But yeah, so I think this game was, actually it's not over yet. I guess I'm gonna run away because his Dryad spam is really scaring me. And yeah, I don't have any power either, so. This is the point where he was telling me, he's like, I don't have enough power to build a well. So maybe what I'll try to do is I'll try to stay in ground presence. If I can survive 30 seconds, then I can stop him from doing something. But it looks like the game lasts longer than that, so it looks like that didn't work. He's, okay, he did kill me. He's got 14 seconds. Okay, so he can build a monument and stay alive. And I decided I'd build a power wall because power is so low right now. I need to get something coming back. Unfortunately, it gives him an opportunity to rush me. But I do have more power now. I killed my rallying banner. I didn't want the ground presence, I just wanted the void power. And I'm building up a mortar. And this is going to go okay because I've got the Wreckers, which are basically Fire's best tool against Dryad. Because if he roots them, then you can spawn the Sunstriders. He kills my mortar, but his power is so low, and the Wrecker is so strong that... Are we going to get it? Okay, I did get his Dryad. Yeah, this is much better, because his power is low. So even though my power is low too, at least I've got a little more income than him. Because his void is just super low, because I've... kicked a bunch of his stuff. And he's down, yeah. He's got 0 power wells, I've got the single power well. I'm making more Sunstriders to try and pressure him. And his power is like just so small. Because he's got no income, just the, oh. I used that to make another Wrecker. Just to see. I don't know if it did much, but I did it. The Hurricane is going to be okay against my Sunstriders because he's not able to hit them with anything. And yeah, I would say mostly at this point my goal is to stall him out so that I can actually gain some power. That may not be the best strategy though. He's still got the 3 Dryads on the field, and I am having such a hard time dealing with them. Another word? No, I'm going Skyfire. Or not Skyfire, Stalker. And more Sunstriders. So I am hoping that his DPS... Yeah, he has no power. He doesn't even have power for a Hurricane. He did. He took a power well. That's going to let me rush him and maybe even use a Sunderer. I should have probably not advanced with my Scavenger so far. My Sunstriders are so far behind. I didn't know that he didn't have power for a Hurricane, but yeah, he did have power for Roots. Never mind, he had power for Hurricane. I guess he just got it. Is my Sunderer gonna live? Okay, he did live, and that's gonna be huge. Oh man, that was close. I think he's gonna kill my Sunderer though, but not before I take out the Dryads. This game is so weird. We're back to tier 1. And I don't have any more income than him because he did get his well up. But I do have higher void power. I've earned more power over time. and I finally have the unit advantage. And so now His power is low, so I can spawn more stuff. And finally, kick as well. Trying to spawn my Sunshires really far apart so that they can't be hurricaned. And yeah, the Wrecker may be the card that saved this matchup, actually. Oh yeah, actually, in this game, I ran out of Wrecker charges. So that's probably going to be the title. Out of Wrecker charges. Yeah, so there's the end. Let me just speed it up to get to the last little bit. And thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this really unusual game.